Hello viewers, welcome back to another war video. Adam here. We're on war number 3 of season 61. So for same path I've been doing for a couple fights here, so the nodes are should be pretty familiar at this point, hopefully. The big one here is again ebb and flow knockdown. Don't want to do energy damage, but it's Solvarch, so you don't really want to do energy damage anyway. So I was pretty excited to do this one because it's my first like real fight since I've acquired and rank 3'd Galan. So my plan here is just spam special ones. Don't get clipped by a Solvarch special or basic attacks, and make sure that when I do a harvest, that ebb and flow protection isn't up. So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm going to be doing here. My plan was, I didn't really know how many harvests it was going to take. Again, haven't done a ton of Galan yet, but it really helps with Galan when you don't, get knocked down by a special. So I'm going to try to not continue to do that. I have my relic here, so I'm able to get an easy opening for heavy here. Let's see if that's what I use. There's the obstinate charge, so that's the only thing that really is just making like a regular parry heavy, not like brainless. I could have snuck in many more hits there and potentially even gotten this in one harvest, but again, I'll emphasize just not. I'm not super comfortable with Galan yet, just in terms of what damage to expect from him in what situation. So, but I know just a couple more hits up to a special 1 here, and this harvest should be plenty. As long as I disabled the obstinate charge there, then I'm able to get the heavy. And his ebb and flow is still up, so I'm going to go ahead and use my striker to knock him down, get rid of ebb and flow, and I can just throw a special immediately because I know this is plenty of damage to take him down. So there you go, just spamming special 1, get the harvest done, and Solvarch is in the bin. Next fight here, I'll give you one guess as to who it is. It is Nick Fury once again, 3rd war in a row. Going back to last season, this is probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 in a row, maybe 6. So just a recap in case somebody doesn't watch every single video I put out. It's okay, I forgive you. This fight is ebb and flow knockdown. Again, that's this section of this path. The trick with this placement and why you see Nick Fury here all the time, I think, is to just make somebody bring in dust, which is fine because she's awesome. But you kind of saw it there when he did the heavy hitter node. He has unstoppable throughout the duration of the heavy, and I mean, maybe there's a window to punish it if you don't have an unstoppable counter. I don't think so. I kind of messed around with it in off season. If there is a window, it's extremely tight and not reliable. But anyways, the point here is bring someone who can counter unstoppable. So I'm going to go ahead and let this play out. I'm going to make sure that I have Sandstorm available for his second life because I can't parry him to get rid of that protection. And that's what you're going to see as this plays out and take down this Nick Fury. So I'm going to stop talking now because I can't possibly say anything more about this fight. And we'll catch you on the next one. Alright, I'm back. Next fight, really excited about this. I get to use the Maker for the first time ever. I hope if you're watching this that you're at least familiar with how cool Maker is, how good he can be. If you haven't seen Jaeger Bombastic's awesome Maker videos, do yourself a favor and go watch them. Maker is much trickier than he makes them look. Grass also has great Maker content, so check out Grass, check out Jaeger. He's more tricky than they make him look, and I think I will prove that here in this video. But he's super cool. Again, fisticuffs on this node. He can kind of get around that. He's got that counter evade stun, very similar to the defender I'm fighting here, Spider-Punk. So I did use a power start 1 here just because it lets me get the mine off right away. The vast majority of Maker's damage is through the mine. So as long as I can parry heavy with my counter evade up, that's great. I did some practices here, and I know that I can also heavy counter his heavy, but unfortunately, if he hits into me a bunch, he's going to be too far away from the node, but from the mine, I mean. So no big deal. I'm just going to go ahead and get my heavy off. Whenever it's the counter raid's on cooldown, that should be enough to get him over that mine. So that was unfortunate. I mean, I'm not trying to intercept Spider-Punk. Obviously, that's like the only danger of Spider-Punk is intercepting him, right? So, of course, when you don't want to intercept, he charges at you. So that's all right. Not a huge problem here. It's the special 3 is kind of nice with Maker because you just get constant mine spam. However, Spider-Punk Special 1 is like has such a long, far reach to it. Goes across like the entire stage, so it's kind of hard to get him back on the mine. Special 3 is nice for that, for resetting the mine. But anyways, I mean, they're fairly straightforward fight. Just don't get an accidental intercept, and you'll end with much higher health. So next fight here, Apocalypse is going to be with Maker again. This is the fight I saved my pre-fights for, because this is the tough one. Okay, so I'm a rank 3 Maker punching up against a rank 4 Apocalypse. In my opinion, this is not like the absolute best mutant matchup for him, but I mean, Maker still does very good in this versus Apocalypse in general. The only reason I say it's maybe not the very best is because Apocalypse is gonna he doesn't like when you evade him, and that's what that little counter stun counts as. It's an evade, so yeah, eventually that's going to like start failing and stuff like that, so it's annoying. This particular node is Prowess Puncture, and I don't want to do the same attacks like more than once in a row to give him more prowess for the puncture, so I'm very aware of that. It's very tricky. There's also a pretty large conflictor on this node in the T1 map, so he gets like 75% of a bar of power every time he clears a debuff with conflictor. Now, Maker, his heavy, does a heal block debuff, not a heal block passive, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm giving him a lot of power too, so I have to be super aware of that conflictor like that. That was a little too close for comfort. But so far, not a problem. Yeah, this is another special attack that just pushes me all the way across the screen. So at this point in time, I'm kind of like, man, I cannot get him back to that mine, so I'm just going to throw special 3. Now, in retrospect, I would say the better play here probably is just spam special 1 in this fight. It'll constantly reset the mine to a more advantageous position, and just kind of keep it rolling that way. I mean, special 3 is fine, but again, special 3 is going to give him power, and he's going to throw a special, and whatever special he throws, it's probably going to push him far away from the mine again. So my mine is overcharged, which is awesome, but I just can't. I have a lot of trouble getting him back to the mine, so there's like a lot of missing damage here. As you can see, I knocked him over it, and then he went over it, so that was nice. Now, big mistake right here. I'm going to pause for a second. That was a really big mistake because I got clipped by the heavy, obviously. That was just bad spacing. But that one mistake is actually going to lead to a death here. So when he throws the special that he's about to throw when I unpause here, the debuff from that special is going to apply on activation, which is extremely unfortunate, and it's also going to happen to be a degeneration. So there's just a ton of damage coming at me right about now. And as you can see, I'm like desperately trying to get him back to the mine. I mean, I could have tried the heavy counter there. I mean, I'm desperately trying to get him back to that mine. Here I'm doing more hits into the heavy, and it's just, I don't know, that mine is like a million miles away. So I mean, if he hit that mine, I would have won. So, but yeah, that mistake cost me. Pretty unfortunate. Really bummed about this, honestly, because I really want to be good at Maker. This was a tricky fight, admittedly, but you know, that's completely on me to not miss that heavy counter. I got pretty unlucky with what happened after that, but you know, it's on me. So first death of the season, hopefully one of the only, if not only. But yeah, so one of my first times using Maker. I definitely need to get better at him. Dropped that death there, pretty bummed, but hey, it happens, right? So thanks for watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one, hopefully with no deaths. Thanks for watching. Take care.